In just a couple of months, we are going to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom and the Walt Disney World Resort. But at the moment, the magic is a little different at the theme parks. And so today I wanted to answer a question that a lot of people are asking. Is it really worth it to take a trip to Walt Disney World in 2021? Now, just like basically every other question I ask in my channel, it's not an easy one to answer. So today I did want to talk about it, kind of go over some of the things that are going on, talk about the situation in Orlando right now, and kind of give you my opinion as to whether or not it is worth it to spend all that money on a new trip to Walt Disney World this year. Now, obviously, we are still in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, and one of the concerns that a lot of people have is whether or not they'll be safe at the theme parks. Now, one thing that has always been certain for years is that the Disney company always prioritizes their guest safety over everything else. And in the middle of this pandemic, Disney has taken the necessary precautions in order to ensure the safety of all their guests. Now, in every public area in Walt Disney World, right, the theme parks, the hotel lobbies, all of that, you are required to wear a face mask. Now, the exceptions are, of course, if you are stationary and eating, if you are in a pool, or if you're in one of the relaxation stations. There you don't have to have your mask on. But most of the time, you are going to have your mask. Disney has also placed social distancing markers all over the place, especially in the line queues. Now, this does make the lines for certain rides seem insanely long, but it's actually very deceptive. Like, for example, on our first day there, the line for Everest reached the bridge that connects Asia and the Finding Nemo the musical. It was there, but we only waited 15 minutes. So it can be very deceptive, all the lines in Walt Disney World right now, but that's because people are spaced out. There's 6 feet in between each party. So Disney has taken all of these necessary precautions in order to ensure your safety. So I can guarantee you that you are going to be safe, and Disney has already thought about this. They've done everything right, and so if you go to Walt Disney World, you don't have to worry about it. Now let's talk about the mask requirements. Now this is a very big factor in the question as to whether or not you should come and visit in 2021, because Bob Chapek has come out and made an announcement saying that he expects the Disney company to ease up on the mask requirements in 2022. So with that announcement, basically he's saying that, yeah, we're going to have masks for the rest of 2021, and then we'll start easing it up in 2022. So if you do go this year, you are going to be required to wear that face mask in all public areas. Now, for me, when I went with my family in December and January, we did have to wear the masks, and there were some times where it did get suffocating, but most of the time it wasn't that big of a problem for me. Now, I am a little bit claustrophobic, and I was worried that I was gonna have a constant problem with the masks, but that wasn't the case. You're just engulfed in the magic and you're just enjoying yourself, that you don't really necessarily notice it. Now, of course, it could get a little hotter, can get a little crowded sometimes, so in those times you do get a little suffocated with the mask, but you do have those relaxation stations in all the theme parks, and those truly help. When you just need to take a breather and just relax for a little bit, go into one of those relaxation stations, take off your mask, maybe stop by Starbucks, get a water, drink some water, and just relax there for a little bit and continue on with your day. But I can understand if you do not want to visit the theme parks with the mask. So if it is a deal breaker for you, I do suggest waiting until next year when they start to ease up on all of these restrictions with the masks. That way you get to experience more of the magic without having to wear the face mask. Now, another really big factor in all of this is the fact that there are a lot of things missing right now at the theme parks, but you're still paying the full price. Now, this to me is the biggest factor. Most of the live entertainment in the theme parks have been cut off. We just got news that the Festival of the Lion King is coming back, so at least we're getting some news that, things are starting to come back. Hopefully, Disney starts to release more and more live entertainment, and we get some of those shows back. But at the moment, you have the Dapper Dans, but there's not much else. Not just that, you don't have any parades. You do have the cavalcades going on, which in my opinion, the cavalcades are far better than parades. I'm not the biggest fan of very long, huge parades. I do love the cavalcades. I think they're nice, short and sweet. A float or two pass by, and it's a lot better. I just think it's a lot better, but a lot of people do love parades, and right now there are none. There are no nighttime shows. There are no fireworks going on. Not to mention the fact that there are still some resorts that are closed. There are a lot of restaurants that haven't opened yet. So you are going to be paying the full price because there are no discounted tickets. It's all the same price as it was before. I think it's actually more expensive now than it was before, which to me, it's a little bit baffling, but it is what it is. And you're going to be paying the expensive Disney prices for for like half the experience. Now, that to me is a huge concern, and that can be a huge deal breaker for some people. If that's the case, I do suggest kind of paying attention to the Disney news. We are getting more and more news of like things reopening and plans for reopening more things. So I do suggest just paying attention to the news, checking out when things are going to be coming back. Like, for example, I don't expect us to see fireworks shows until the 50th anniversary. Now, which fireworks show is that going to be? I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be Happily Ever After. I'm leaning more towards Harmonious and Epcot. Because, right now they're moving all the barges into World Show because you got the large centerpiece, you got the large screens, the firework barges going in. So I feel like they're making more progress to just finally debut Harmonious than they are to bring back Happily Ever After in Magic Kingdom. But I'm not 100% sure. We haven't really received much information from Disney regarding this. I do expect us to get it for the 50th anniversary, but we'll see what happens. I do suggest just paying attention to the news. I do expect to make more videos about this and just kind of talk about things reopening, things coming back in the Disney parks. So just kind of stay tuned and then make your decision then. I feel like we're going to get a lot of the things back by the end of this year. So if you do make a Christmas vacation, I do expect most of it to finally be back. And now my opinion. Is it really worth coming to Walt Disney World this year, or should you wait until 2022? It's not an easy question to answer, and I feel like it all depends on how much you miss the magic. If you really miss the magic, what's wrong, baby? So if you are really missing the magic, then go for it. You are still gonna have an incredibly magical time. Me and my family, we had an incredible time when we went in December. So you will still have a magical vacation. Is it different right now? Yes. But is it still as magical? It's Walt Disney World. It will always be magical. But if you think that you can hold off for just a little while longer, I do suggest saving up your money and making a trip in 2022. That way, you could get most of it, if not all of it back. You wouldn't have to worry about wearing the mask most of the time. It's just, I feel like you would have a better vacation in 2022 with less restrictions, less regulations, and most, if not all of the things back already. So it all depends on how you feel. If you really want to get back to the magic, then go for it. But if not, just wait off a little while longer and you'll have an even more magical experience in 2022. Well, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that it is worth coming to Walt Disney World in 2021, or should you wait until 2022? I would love to hear from you. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I upload a brand new video every Wednesday and a new video game video every Friday. Thank you for being part of the Disney family, and Cookie? Nah. See you real soon.